Hello everybody, welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. Once again, we're in Tallahassee, Florida, and we're gonna fly through Hurricane Helene today. We've got Gonzo out here ready to go. We're gonna fire this thing up real quick, and we're gonna find out what the winds are on this hurricane. Now, it has made landfall, so it should be weaker, but it was a Category 4 whenever it made landfall. A big thanks to Thrustmaster for sponsoring today's video. We've got the Boeing TCA yoke here, and we've got the throttle quadrant set as well. Now, winds are out of the north currently right now at, well, they're 360 at 26, gusting to 46 knots right now out of the north. 1.5 mile visibility, got rain, heavy rain. Then we have mist and scattered at 1,300, overcast at 2,100. That is what we are looking at right there. Maintaining that crosswind correction while we're taxiing out to the runway, because we're going to need that. That is for certain. We just need to make a left down here, and that'll get us to the end of the runway we need to get to. All right, this is runway 36 right here in front of us. We're gonna line up on the runway. Nothing crazy today, not doing any of the checklists or anything like that here in the longitude. We're just gonna have some good old-fashioned fun. That's even if we can get out of the airport. Like I said, it's insane when it comes to the winds. Look at that altimeter, 289.2. That is a low pressure right there. All right, let's be ready for this here. Got all our lights on. I think we're going to be ready to do it. Here we go. No turning back now.
No takeoff.
No takeoff. Well, yeah, don't worry about it.
No takeoff.
I know.
No takeoff.
I know you don't like that. That's okay. We're not doing anything super realistic here anyway. Oh, already starting to get the wing over. There's the left rudder. Oh, my heavens. It's getting nuts already. All right, we're already neutral on the yoke here. A little bit more of that. On up we go. There we go. Oh, I'm pretty sure that was a wing strike and a half. Gear up. We have our positive rate there. Look at this. This is insane. I can't even... Oh, careful, careful. Let's get that positive rate a lot more than what we just had there. I saw trees for a second there, and it was terrifying. Passing through almost 2,000 feet here, still on our way up. We got a long way to go up to where we can find where this actually is located as far as the hurricane goes. But we need to break out of these clouds before we can do that. But the winds were absolutely insane. Pretty sure we had a wing strike on the takeoff. The wind just got to be too much for us to handle. We broke out of the clouds there. I'm going to roll my power back. Well, I'm going to keep the power in there for right now because, yeah, this wind is insane. But here we go. We're starting to make our way to the left to wrap back around towards the south end of Tallahassee. And we'll see where this is actually located. Looking at the eye earlier on in the actual sim where Media Blue showed it on landfall a little to the northeast of Tallahassee, or just to the east of Tallahassee, actually. So we should be able to make our way over that way. All right, we're making our way up through about 12,400 feet right now. And wanted to say happy Friday to all of you. Hopefully you were not dealing with Hurricane Helene and you're doing okay. It looks pretty darn nasty, to be honest with you. And we can see the buildup over there on the left, so it's kind of hard to say where this hurricane's going to be located. So we got a whole shelf right here, but we're looking like we're probably on the south end side of the actual hurricane itself. So we're going to keep going out this way to the south, and then wrap around to the east. All right, now we're on multiplayer, and you can see we got Jared 7401 there in a Phantom. You've got Ditka there in the A320neo. So we're not far off of where it's located. It looks like it's probably over here to the left where I thought it was going to be. Seeing if we can find kind of the eye. We know that hurricanes aren't really shown in the sim, but it does a pretty darn good job, and Meteor Blue does a good job of like making it look like it's got an eye on it. All right, so I've got the radar up now. You can see what's going on. It looks like everything's kind of shifting around this way. We're headed east right now. But if you look over here, this looks like the eye of the storm right here. Now, we know Meteor Blue doesn't really show a hurricane, but it does a pretty decent job of showing the rotation around the actual low pressure system here. So we're going to continue this way straight ahead and then go over this way. I think that's going to be pretty much where everybody is currently right now. You can see off our nose, we got Power of Cheese there in the A320neo, and Yin Yin over there in the C700. So, all right, we're going to start our descent now. We should be getting closer to the eye of this storm. Looking on radar, it looks like we're just about to be over what appears to be the eye, which is right here on the left. Because you can see all up here is all precipitation, and this right here is pretty much the eye that goes from here all the way to the left, right back there. So it's kind of hard to say where it's located because it's broken up. Looks like we got Junebug in a 737 and SGN Joe in a Cirrus. Flying a Cirrus SR-22T into the hurricane. Beautiful. Love to see it. All right, icing is coming on for everything. Everything is going to have icing protection on. We are getting closer and closer. I assume that this is kind of the eye right in here. It's not like anything incredible, but that's okay. This looks like the outer wall of the hurricane right here. We're on, that's on the east side of the hurricane, and then it kind of backs around all the way this way. But look at that beautiful rainbow down there. Isn't that something special? Going to reduce a little bit of power here. Keep our nose straight. We're going to punch through this heavy precip right off our nose. But yeah, I think that's pretty much trying to be the eye right over there on the left. It's just not very prominent. But I looked at the location of it. It seems like that's pretty accurate. That's where everybody else is over there as well because of that reason. And then I think all these guys over here are flying through the bad stuff, which we're about to go through ourselves. So hang on to her. It's about to get bumpy, y'all. We're at a 15.4 right now, about 260 knots. Got a little bit of power in here. Nothing too crazy right now. I'm actually surprised. We're about to go into the massive part of the precip. So I was expecting the updrafts and downdrafts to be a little bit more. And, you know, that's what I was talking about before on my recent Microsoft Flight Simulator 24 video, is that the cloud thickness just isn't enough. It's too thin. So that's why we're not getting these massive updrafts and downdrafts we should be getting, since that is how the sim is kind of decoding the information that Meteor Blue is feeding to it. We keep right around 16,000 right now. I mean, we're just straight on our instruments, but pretty smooth ride right here. May not be the case a little further to the north, so we're going to start turning to the north, and maybe we're going to descend a little bit more too, so we can try to get down into the bad stuff. A little bit of an update for you. Looks like it is trying to actually form the eye right here, right over Kilo Victor Alpha Delta. It looks like that's where it's trying to form the eye the best it possibly can, which makes sense. That's where this guy, the Raging Potato 8, is currently located. They're over there, so we're going to head over there and see what the conditions are like there. So if I zoom out, you can see all of this stuff is moving around like this. So that seems like we are getting to a central point of the eye right here in front of us. So we're about to punch out into that in a minute. But I was very surprised out here, even in the heavy rain bands, the turbulence was not that bad. It was pretty smooth on this side of the hurricane, but again, it's not going to be accurate to the T. We're about to break out the clouds here very shortly. And then we're going to return our flight back to Tallahassee, and I'm sure the landing will be fun there as the winds have been pretty crazy. We might be too high, too, so we're going to descend a little bit further down as we punch through this eye and see if we can get some surface level winds. But up here at these higher altitudes, I wanted to test first. Hasn't been that bad. The ride's been pretty smooth. Actually, it looks like the eye is just in front of us on the right, more so than the left. A little bit. A lot of people checking out the hurricane, though. Look at all of these people. Shout out to Wilhelm. You got Jack Plays. You got Intimate Cow. Dat Boy Brent. Human Bucket. TTB Bryson. What's up, Bryson? Studious Deer. Shugo 21. Prophet 849er 5624. All right, I think we're about to pop out right through here. This is what we saw earlier. But maybe this is where all the wind and crazy stuff is over here on the left. I mean, it's possible. That's where a lot of them are located. And like I said, we wanted to start up higher in altitude to test, and then we were going to get lower and lower each time. Current altimeter right now, we left at 289.2. Here it's 2885, so it's even lower. So as you get closer to the center of the hurricane, that should drop even more. This is the eye of the storm, the best we can possibly get it to be, right here on our nose. It's cool, though, because you see these massive towers all the way around the calm section in the middle. And, like, it's been just smooth. Even down here at 10,000 feet, I was expecting a little more turbulence the lower we got, but we're headed right over here where Prophet and K-Man, Keyfast is located. Oh, yeah. All right, a lot more turbulence down here at 6,500. And I expected, as we descended down, it was going to get worse. Let's look at the altimeter here. We're at 2869er. So, yeah, looks like we are pretty darn close to this thing, wherever it is actually located. Really hard to say. This is really cool looking, though. Man, look at these cloud layers. Fantastic looking. We're just going to kind of go left this way towards where everybody is over there. Starlifter and all that crew is located. We're going to punch through this right through here. It's just watching our speed right here. Make sure we don't hit anything bad. It's a little smooth right in this little spot right here. And we're in moderate precip right below us. We're about to go into another band of heavy. So it should get worse. Descending to about 2,000 feet here right now. We're hitting some of the rain. It is a wild looking scene right through here, I'll tell you that. I'm very excited to see how Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 handles hurricanes. With the new data that's going to be fed into the sim, it should be better. Let's see if this is lower here. 269. Okay, we're now at 2870. So it was actually less back that way. So that tells me that was the eye that we saw back there that we flew around. It wasn't a very solid eye, but that was the eye of Helene. All right, we're at about 3,500 feet, 220 knots, staying below 250 for now. Almost back to Tallahassee right now. It looks like the southwest side of the hurricane has pretty much almost passed Tallahassee there. So that's where we're headed right now. There we go. We're starting to break out of these clouds a little bit more. And I think that's where everybody is headed as well, from what I can tell. All right, we're getting closer to Tallahassee. I'm going to keep on coming on down altitude-wise. Winds are still kicking around down here. I'm sure they're gusting in the 40 range still, more than likely. But we're going to enter a right downwind for the north runway, as we're still going to be on, you know, that backside of the hurricane. So all those winds are going to be ripping out of the north there. All right, now we are getting absolutely rocked. I had a downdraft that was insane there for a second. Was not expecting that, so things are still a little rocky over here at Tallahassee. Look at this big old bump we got. Oh my Lord, look at that. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Wow, look at that deviation. That is insane. Okay, hang on to it, hang on. Whoa, 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 baby. Watch that trim there a little bit. Yeah, this is wild, man. Absolutely insane. All right, we got out of it just a little bit here. It's not near as crazy as it was. Now, breaking out of these clouds, we're starting to do that, which is nice. We're just about to start our left turn and get on a right downwind for the runway. I got the lakes in sight right here. Keep that nose down. We're going to descend to about 1,000 feet here. Double check that out, you know, that altimeter. Look at the change there to 2908. What a difference from what we were at earlier, you know? That is wild. Kind of where this F-18 is, we're going to head his way. And we're going to be on a right downwind for runway 36 into Tallahassee. All right, this is where things are going to get crazy. Let's double check that altimeter one more time. 2909er, that works for me. We're going to continue a little bit this way. I'm kind of following this F-18 in. I'm sure they're using runway 36 as well. Slow up a little bit here. We're going to get set up to shoot this approach. We're going to go visual. We're not setting up ILS or anything like that. Got to make it challenging, right? Oh, yeah. And I have a feeling it's going to be challenging. I don't think this is going to be an easy approach by any means. I think we're starting to get this hole right here we can see on the radar, but outside of that, we're going to be hitting some walls of water. That's going to make things a lot more difficult when it comes to shooting this approach into 3-6. So we'll be ready for that. Yeah, I think that's what both of these guys are doing here, so. Oh, we can actually deviate around this cell a little bit. No idea what to expect as far as people on the runway. But you know what? I figured we would have live traffic on with the multiplayer. Why not? Change it up a little bit, you know? All right. Yeah, we're following this F-18 in if he's landing on 3-6. If not, we're getting closer to making our right base for it. All right, start our turn to the right here. Gear's going to come down. Pull that power back a little bit more. There we go. Keep that turn coming in. We're going to get lined up on, well, we're going to hope we can see the runway. All right, this is where we try not to get ourselves killed. All I need to do is just see these runway lights, man. That's all I need to see. Getting closer to the airport. Oh yeah, seemed great. Look at that. Runway in sight. We got this. Watch that speed. Yeah, I know the sync rate's insane. Here we go. More. Oh, hello, 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 hello. Got the power. Oh my God, this wind is insane. Oh my dude, look at this. All right, easy. We got a big runway here. We got plenty of runway to use. Just try to get it down on the ground. Pull that power out.
50.
Here we go. Little left.
30. 20.
You're down. Get down. We're down. Reverser's out. Hit the brakes. Oh, what is this? Oh, thanks a lot. Airport had a huge, huge crease in the middle of it. We were going to get stopped in time, though. It would have been just fine. Holy crap, dude. Yeah, let's keep that crosswind correction in there. That was an insane landing. And let's go down the mountain here. Down the mountain we go.
Pull up. Pull up. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10. Pull up. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
What a flight, y'all. That was an insane flight. All right, everything is shut down here. I think we had an awesome mission going into Hurricane Helene. Big thanks to Thrustmaster again. Awesome yoke and throttle setup with the TPRs. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care.